all the time is because hello, everybody. Welcome to Fall River Media News. I'm your host, Dave Mead. But tonight, we're gonna talk about about Christmas and how it was when we were kids, when we were growing up, and how special Christmas was back then. So tonight's show is that's what it's going to be. I'm not going to get into any politics or any other nonsense right now. But I want to talk about what it was like when we were kids and how Christmas was. And you know, I could tell you some stories. When I was a kid, growing up here in Fall River. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I was born and raised and here, and as a kid, I was I enjoyed Christmas. Okay, I enjoyed Christmas a lot because because that was my thing. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed Christmas with my parents. I enjoyed Christmas with my dad. And I remember, I remember my first Christmas gift, and my Christmas gift that I got. You know what I'm saying? It was a fire truck, and then it was a police car, then and um, emergency vehicles. So and then later on, as the years went by, I started getting more things. So I mean, Christmas was it's such a beautiful thing, that a wonderful thing. You know what I'm saying? Because as a kid, I mean, you can get a lot of toys, a lot of gifts. Parents go out there and pay for them. When Christmas comes around the corner, they put them basically under the tree. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, back then that's how it was. You know what I'm saying? And as a kid, I didn't really care so much about what was going on the outside. Okay, I didn't care so much about that. I cared about more about gifts, you know, and spending time with my parents. You know what I'm saying? And with my family. You know what I'm saying? Like my brothers and sisters. Sharing gifts back and forth with them. You know what I'm saying? Here's a gift for you. You know what I'm saying? Here, you want to trade gifts? You know what I'm saying? We usually, usually my brothers, would trade gifts back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that's how it was back then. You know what I'm saying? And now we take a look at what it is today about Christmas. So I would honestly like to hear, get some feedback on, what was your experience when you were a kid? Uh, what was Christmas like for you? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to know. What was Christmas like for you? You know what I'm saying, when you were a kid? You know what I'm saying? So I like to actually get some feedback on that. You know what I'm saying? Because Christmas is a special thing. You know what I'm saying? Every year, especially now for this generation. You know what I'm saying? That's coming along. You know what I'm saying? So just yeah, that's what I like to hear. I want to hear what you what was your experience on Christmas when you were little, and when you were like maybe 12, 13 years old. Did you get a lot of gifts? Did you what was your favorite toy? My favorite toy was emergency vehicles like police cars, fire trucks, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Those were my experience. You know what I'm saying? Because I experienced a lot of things. Okay, I experienced emergency vehicles like trucks, cars, and fire trucks and stuff. It's like now it's every time I go by a fire station, this stuff reminds me. And every time I go by see a police car, wow, geez, you know what? I had that for a police car for a toy, or I had that fire truck almost like that one, the ladder for just like that one for a fire truck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these are the things that I used to have. You know what I'm saying? So I like to hear more about what. So I like to hear more about what your experience was when you were a kid growing up, because I mean everybody experienced something. Okay, everybody had toys, everybody had different toys. You know what I'm saying? And what was it like? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know and different ideas. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that's how I wanna that's how I want to put it today. You know what I'm saying? Um so what was it like with you guys? You know what I'm saying? What kind of trucks did you have when you were a kid? You know what I'm saying? Did you have you know what was your special toy? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's what it's going to be today. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to talk about today. So I like to hear from people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? I told you my experience, what I like. You know what I'm saying? So I like to hear what you like. You know what I'm saying? What kind of toys that you guys got for Christmas when you guys were kids. You know what I'm saying? And why is it so different now? You know what I'm saying? So why is it so different now? You know what I'm saying? Is it because we're older? You know what I'm saying? That um, our parents, don't have to buy anything for us again. You know what I'm saying? So, and yeah, it's just it's interesting to hear and see, when we get pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? Well, what was it like when you were a kid? What was it now? What does it mean for you now? You know what I'm saying? As an adult, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, as an adult, I would say, so as an adult. Okay, as an adult, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Because we're on our own. You know what I'm saying? We have kids. We're married. And those things. You know what I'm saying? So things are different. You know what I'm saying? Because we have a spouse now. We're married, and and being married, um, you have to, now you can't just go out there and buy something and expect well, not tell your spouse where the money's going. You know what I'm saying? So things are different now. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, things are different for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm married, and married to a beautiful woman, and it's almost 12 years that I've been married to her. You know what I'm saying? So almost 13 years. Let's put it that fact. You know what I'm saying? I'm boost that up a little bit. So, but it's different. Okay, because now you have to answer to your spouse. Now you have to, hey, honey. Well, you know what? I want to get this. I want to get that. Is the money available? You know what I'm saying? And then if she crunches the numbers and she says either yes or no, then I can't get that. I would have to save up for it. So now things are different, for us. You know what I'm saying? So just like for those young adults out there, that's moving up in the community these days. And when they get married, they have kids on their own. Okay, so I mean they're gonna have to answer to their wives, and they won't be able to go on trips. They won't be able to do things like they wanted to do before. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, so things are different. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes it interesting. That's what makes it different. Okay, that's what it does. That's what makes it different. And when you're a kid, you have all the freedom you want, but when you grow up and you're an adult, I mean, you don't, and you get married, you don't got that freedom anymore. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big difference. That's what makes it interesting and different. You know what I'm saying? So you have free. You know what I'm saying? But once you get married, you don't have that freedom anymore. Okay, because now you have more responsibilities. Okay, now you have more responsibilities. You have to share the cost of the rent. You got to share the cost of the bills. You got to share the cost of everything now. You know what I'm saying? Even as a young adult, you know what I'm saying? When you're living by yourself or you're living with your parents, you still have to share the cost. You know what I'm saying of bills. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, so that's what makes it different. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes young adults have trouble understanding this. Okay, you know, well, geez, why can why can I get this? Why can I buy this? Why can I? What is wrong? But what is wrong about buying this? So young adults they ask a million questions. Okay, so and when you ask a million questions, they ask this million questions. Why can't I get it now? You know what I'm saying? You know, so well, do you basically have the money to get it? If you don't have the money to get it, then you can't get it. You know what I'm saying? But if you have the money, then you can. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that's what young adults do. You know what I'm saying? So they ask a million questions, okay, and and out of those million questions, you know what I'm saying? So, well, we have to, and when you live with your parents, you have to share the cost of everything. You have to share the cost of electric. You have to share the cost of all the bills, that gets generated into the household. So, but but see that's how it is. Even when you're an adult, when you're living by yourself. I mean, when you're living by yourself in the house as an adult, you still have to pay rent. You still have to pay your bills. If you got card, you still have to pay these things. You know what I'm saying, you know. So that's what makes things different. You know what I'm saying. So when you're a kid, when you're a kid and you're living home with your parents, you know what I'm saying, you know, when you're about 12, 13 years old and you're living home with your parents, that's a whole different ballgame because you got all that freedom. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to answer to anybody because you're a kid. You know what I'm saying? So kids don't have to answer to anybody other than their parents. You know what I'm saying? Yes, mom, what do you want me to do for you? Yes, dad, what do you want me to do for you? Okay, well, well, I need you to throw out the trash. I need you to do this. If you want this, you got to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that works. You know what I'm saying? With when you're a kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's totally honestly different. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I came on today. I really wanted to ask, what was your favorite, what was your favorite toy? You know what I'm saying? What was your experience when you were younger? What was yours? Okay. So back then it was different. So it's different than now. You know what I'm saying? So back in the 1960s, 1970s, it was totally different, compared to the 2024 going into 2025. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I am, thinking back, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I want to know what was your, is your experience on things, so, but, but keep in mind, what I'm saying, it's, back before, it was a total different, ball game, but now we're in 2024. It's not, what I'm saying, it's not the same, what I'm saying, it's different, what I'm saying. Back in 1995, 1996, what I'm saying, in 1960s, 61s, you know. But good thing though that I was born in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was born in the 60s. So I mean, I had it good when in the 60s when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I did. I had it good. I had it. I got the freedom that I wanted. Uh, you know, I got the freedom that I wanted. You know, my mom never questioned. Well, sometimes she'll question, "Where you going?" Well, I'm going out. Where you going? I'm going out. Where you going? Well, I'll text you and I'll let you know where I am. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always told my mother. So, but well, mom, I'm going out with my friends. I'll be back later. Okay. Okay. And that's how it was. You know what I'm saying? You know, I never, my mom, the only time my mom would punish me, if, I skip school or, if I skip school, that would be the only time, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to stick in with Christmas and, and talk about, the things that we used to have, you know what I'm saying, back then versus the things that we have now, like computers, phones, smartphones, microphones and things like that, versus for what we have now. So, would you say that the stuff that we had before was better than the stuff that we had that versus for what we have now? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's what I'm, that's what I'm asking. So, if anybody's got any questions, I mean, feel free to write down any, write down any answer in my box. You know what I'm saying? So on the chat. So I mean, it's you know, that's what I wanted to come on today and actually talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I am. I'm so and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put this on my Facebook page because I really want to you know uh that's what I want to do right now today. I want to put that on my Facebook page because yes. So I gotta make sure that this is up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stick my phone here because I don't think anybody knows that I have YouTube. So um but I'm gonna be basically on YouTube and and Facebook and everything else. So I'm gonna basically ask the same question that I did before. So I mean, because I want people to come on my my YouTube channel, and and leave a message, and and I ask people, what is your favorite toy? Okay, when you were a kid, you know what I'm saying. Um, so, what was your favorite toy? I've already said what my favorite toy was. My favorite toy was a fire truck and a police car. So that was my favorite toy. That my favorite. Those are my two favorite toys that I got. You know what I'm saying? So, but and so what was it like when you were a kid? You know what I'm saying? So I already told you what it was like when I was a kid. So now I want to hear from you guys. Okay. What is it like when you were a kid? You know what I'm saying? Growing up. What was your favorite toy? You know what I'm saying? What was your favorite toy? You know what I'm saying? My favorite toy was a my favorite toy was the fire truck and the police car. So I mean, and I've had other things. You know what I'm saying? So, what was your experience when you were a kid? You know what I'm saying? And, and what kind of toys did you have? You know what I'm saying? During Christmas and stuff like that versus the stuff that we have now. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, would you say that, the stuff that we had when we were kids was better than what we have now? Or what would you say? I mean, what would your verdict would be? You know what I'm saying? On what your experience was. So I already told you what my experience was. So I like to hear from people, you know what I'm saying? Because it's interesting, you know what I'm saying? Because back then we were kids versus an adult now, you know what I'm saying? So like I said before, okay, when you're an adult, a young adult, when you're a young adult, you would actually uh, you still would have to pay bills. You still would have to pay your rent, your gas, your electrics and stuff, right? So um, it I just and versus now, you know what I'm saying? So versus before, okay. So when back then when we were kids, we didn't have to pay nothing, right? Because our parents used to pay for the electric bills, for the rent and everything, and parents work. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we didn't have to do much of anything. You know what I'm saying? As kids. You know what I'm saying? As kids growing up, so we didn't have to really do much. We didn't have to work. All we had to do was just go to school, do our homework, come back home, and eat, go to bed. You know what I'm saying? And do our homework. You know what I'm saying? Do our homework, eat, and and after our homework, boom, eat, go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Go wash our hands and face. You know what I'm saying? Go to dinner. When dinner was ready, right? I mean, those are the things that we used to do when we were kids. You know what I'm saying? And and when we were kids, it was easy. Okay, it was easy back then. You know what I'm saying? But now, look at it now. Okay, um, look at a big difference now. Okay, now we're all growing up, we're married, we have our own family, we have our own family now. You know what I'm saying? And now we have to answer to our wives now. You know what I'm saying? So we have to answer to them, and now we can't spend money. Okay, now we cannot spend money like we used to when we were kids. So there's a big difference there. Okay, you know. Now we sort of say, hey, well, honey, how much money's in the how much do we have enough? Because I want to get this. I want to get this. Do we have enough money for this? Okay. And if she says no, it's no. You know what I'm saying? You know, and if she says, well, you got to save it up. So you have to say, if you say no, if she says no, then you have to, if she tells you that if you got to save it up, you got to save it up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no question about it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a big difference between, it's a big difference when you're a kid and now. You know what I'm saying? And some people seem to forget that. You know what I'm saying? Some people always seem to forget and say, oh, you know what? Well, I'm married, so you know something, my money is my money. You know what I'm saying? Uh. Let's cross that off the board. Your money's not your money no more. Okay? Your money is not your money. Your money is her money as well as your money. Okay? So, I mean, yeah. So you have to contribute to the same household too as well. You know what I'm saying? I learned that. Okay. I actually learned that when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? My mom, my grandmother, my father, you know what I'm saying? They taught me that. Okay. they taught me, they're like, when you grow up and you get married and you have your own family, guess what's going to happen there? Okay. Things are going to change. Okay. Just because you have money, okay, your money is going to be her money now. You know what I'm saying? Not not just yours. Okay, you can't spend money like you did when you were a kid growing up. Buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. You know what I'm saying? And some people seem to forget that all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't want people to forget that. You know what I'm saying? Because now that's where the argument comes in. You know, that's where the argument comes in. Well, if you think this is, well, if you want to keep your money, then then and then the argument starts coming in, the fight, the arguments and stuff, and most of the time, most of the time, when a man argues with a woman or a woman argues with a man, it's about money. It's always about money, but sometimes it's about other things, but it's always about money. If you notice, okay. Well, you want to go out here, but I don't have any money to go here. You know what I'm saying? Well, and it's like, well, and then sometimes sometimes the guys would say, well, hey, well, I work. You know what I'm saying? Just because you work, that doesn't mean nothing. You got to contribute to the household too, as well. Okay. And I know there's a lot of guys out there that don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of guys out there that don't do that either. They think, well, I just because they work, okay, just because they work, okay, and oh, I work. All I do is work. I don't have to contribute to the house. That's wrong right there to say. Okay, that's wrong right there to say to a woman, because let me tell you something. A woman would be if your spouse is sick, who's going to wash the dishes? Okay, if she's laying in a hospital, who's going to wash the dishes? Who's going to take care of the household? You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's worth it for you to learn how to cook, wash dishes, clean the floor, clean the bathroom, do whatever you can to help her. You know what I'm saying? Because you know something, you know, you didn't marry a woman. You didn't marry her to be your slave. Okay? A woman is not a slave. Okay? You don't slave drive a woman. Okay? Because sometimes, and when you do that, the woman can walk out of the house and not care about your money. You know what I'm saying? And not care about your money at all. Okay? Well, you don't want to help me. You want to throw all the all the chores, the bathroom, the trash, and everything on me. No, yeah, I mean, it's not right. You know what I'm saying? So for all you men out there, okay, for all you men out there, I don't care if you're related or not related, you know what I'm saying? But for all you men out there, help your wives out, okay? Show some love to your wife out there, show some love to her and help her out, because you know something, you only get one wife, okay? Okay? And you know something, treasure her, take care of her, love her, okay? You know what I'm saying? If you can listen to your mom when you're a kid growing up, you can listen to your wife, okay? You know what I'm saying? So show some love, you know what I'm saying? To her, you know what I'm saying? And help her clean the house, help her cook. Working, something, I don't care if you're working 3 or 4 jobs, you help your wife, okay? You know what I'm saying? You help her out, because you know something? Because I'll tell you, a lot of wives, when they're sleeping in bed, you just don't know what they're thinking. You know what I'm saying? You just don't, okay? And, she can come up and be talking to you, give you hugs in the morning and everything else and stuff, but you don't know what they're thinking, okay? A woman can walk out of your life and that snap and say, you know what? You don't want to help me? I'm not gonna I'm not going to stand here and, be your slave and be a slave driver and me cook for you because you work. Okay. It's not right. Okay. It's not right to do that to them. Okay. They're not robots. They're not slaves. They're human beings. Okay. It's a, they're human beings. Okay. Show your woman, your girlfriend, whoever, whoever you're with, show her some love. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And, because they're not slaves. I was taught that by my parents. Okay. I was, you know what I'm saying? Because, if you have, okay, if you have a parent, okay, if you have parents that's showing love and you're seeing the father, helping the mother, you do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? But you help out. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the reason why I'm saying this things because it's facts, man. You know what I mean? It's facts. It is. You know what I'm saying? Because a woman can walk out and say, see you later, I don't need you. And I don't need your job, I don't need your money. You know what I'm saying? And that's been proven facts because I've seen a lot of that. Okay. Proven facts. You have facts right there. Okay. Hey, yeah, so it pays to help out, it pays to help out your wife, your wife out and stuff, and help her cook, help her clean. Don't just you know what? I just go to work and make the money and that's it. Okay, I don't care how much money you make. Okay, look at me. I work a part-time job. Okay, I push carriages all day long. Okay. I push carriages, and guess what? I'm tired, but guess what? I help out mine. Okay, something. For all you men out there, man, I'm telling you, it's you know, you know, they can only do it for so long, and when they tell you bye bye, they'll walk right out the door, and guess what? You won't see them again. And there's always another guy out there is going to treat them a lot better than you did. Okay, so. You have please think about this because it's sad. It is. It's sad that it happens, but it does. Okay. They don't care. They'll take the kids with them and everything and they'll leave you right by yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's happened. Okay. They'll say, all right, well, you know something? Hey, you don't want you can't help me and you want to make me look like a slave? Hey, you know what? See you later. I'm moving in with my mother. You know what I'm saying? And and until you come to your senses, and then that's it, and I'll come back. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've seen it happen. So for all you men out there, man, take this advice because it's not like when you were a kid and your mom buys you gifts, okay, and buys you trucks, and you can sit down on a couch, go to school, come back home, wash your hand, and eat dinner, and open your presents in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that no more. Okay, it's not like that. Okay, get up, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like that anymore. Times has changed. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm doing this video today. You know what I'm saying? Because I've asked people, hey, what was your favorite truck? What was your what was your experience what was your experience as a kid growing up? Okay. And what did you have for trucks and cars? You know what I'm saying? So it is, so it's an experience. It's an ex when you experience when you're a kid and versus now, what was it like when you was a kid and having all that freedom, okay, having all that freedom, and then now you're growing up, you're married, you got kids of your own. Wow, You know what I'm saying? Big difference, right? So yeah, so there's a big difference there. So don't let your wife do all the work, man, because it's not worth losing her. You know what I'm saying? It's worth keeping. You know what I'm saying? If she's a keeper, help her out, okay? Because she deserves help. You know what I'm saying? You know, she's not a slave, okay? You know, she's not a slave driver, okay? I don't care what your parents say to you. Whoever told you, oh, men just work and don't help their wives, they're wrong. It's wrong, okay? That means you never been brought up right, okay? I have, and that's why I help out, my wife when she needs it. Okay, I help her out every day. I even cook breakfast before I go to work, and when I get home, I help clean the house. Okay, I love my wife. Okay, you know, my wife is the best thing that ever happened. Okay, you know, and but so like I said, you know what I'm saying? Because I'll tell you something, you don't know what they're thinking up here. Okay, they'd be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do what he's asking me to do. You know what I'm saying? Help clean, cook for him, do this and that. But he doesn't know that I'm gonna walk out and I'm gonna go live with my mother or go live with my father. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So and they're not gonna tell you that. And then when you go to work the next morning, guess what happens? Okay? Guess what happens? When you get home, the house is empty. And you know what? You can blame yourself for that because you know, a woman can only take so much. Okay, okay, a woman can only take so much before they walk out of the house and say, you know what? Boom, I had enough of this. Okay, take my advice. Yeah, um, you can only get away with it for so long before the woman walks away out of your life and find somebody else that's going to help her and the kids. Okay, and there's nothing you can do about it because I'm going to tell you that would be on you. Okay, that would be on you if you do that. So versus a kid versus when you're a kid, you're an adult now. When you were a kid, you had all that freedom. You got gifts off your parents. You sat around on a couch. You washed your hands, ate dinner, and everything else and stuff. You had all that freedom when you were a kid. Okay, so do yourself a favor. Now that you're an adult, now that you're married, help your wife out. And this goes for all the men out there. Okay, it goes for all the guys out there. You share chores, dishes, cooking, throwing out the trash, helping her go grocery shopping. Okay? If you don't want to do either of those, then don't get married. Okay? I'm serious about this. Okay? If you don't want help out, then don't get married. Okay? Because a woman is not a slave. Okay? A woman is not a slave. Okay? So when you were a kid, it was a whole different ball game. You got presents. Okay? You got presents. You got all these presents and all these things for for Christmas when you were a kid. But now that you're an adult, you're married, you have children. Okay? Women are not slaves. I don't care who anybody is. Okay? Women are not slaves. If you work, you're supposed to help your wife out too. Not just work, come home, take a shower, then lounge on the couch and let your wife make you dinner, do this and throw out the trash and this and this and that and groceries. Okay? They're not slaves. Okay? They're not. And you know something? If you think a woman is a slave to you, let me tell you something. The woman's gonna do what you ask her to do, but you don't know what she's thinking up here. Okay, you know what? I had enough of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to a room, pack my stuff. I'm gonna go take the kids, and I'm gonna go and live with my mother, my father, or whoever's around. Ah, well, some people don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? But you know something though? Hey, this is hey, I mean, a woman is not a slave driver. Okay? She's not. And I'm just letting you know. I mean, but a woman is not a slave driver. So I'm just, let you know what was the difference between when you were a kid and now that you're growing up. You know what I'm saying? And now that you're growing up, you have kids on your own. And what is it like now having kids and being married? You know what I'm saying? So, and what was your favorite toy? You know what I'm saying? When you were kids, I was talking about that. I was just, actually talking about that. But anyways, I'm gonna let this video go, and I'm gonna stay on YouTube. If you want to listen to me on YouTube, you can. If you're not, okay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna shut this off for now. But like I said, you know what I'm saying? Always remember, you know, that always remember, that it's not like when you was a kid before. You know what I'm saying? You get to have toys, have fun. You had all that freedom but when you enter the world and and bring kids in this world and get married to a woman, okay, and having kids from her, it's all different. It's not the same. Most guys like to go out there and cheat all the time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can do what I want. I'm married. My wife ain't gonna care. Well, you know what? Well, guess what? Then you end up sleeping in the woods in a tent. You know what I'm saying? It's like bye bye. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that goes. You know what I'm saying? So if I were you, man, guys out there, take care of your woman, man. Treat her right. Care for her, love her the best you can. Okay, help her out with the dishes, help her out with the cooking. Okay, it doesn't matter if you work. It don't matter. Okay, because they just boom, get up and walk out and say see you later. You know what I'm saying? They can do that, and that's their right to do that. So so it's not like when you were a kid. You know what I'm saying? Growing up and having all that freedom and not worry about the things, not worry about bills, not worry about this, and not worrying about that. You know what I'm saying? And plus, when you're living with your parents, you have to share. When you're living with your parents, you got to share responsibilities. Even when you live on your own, you still have to pay your rent, your bills, and whatever credit cards that you have. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. In general. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's not good. I mean, it's life. You know what I'm saying? It's life. And something. And if you can't handle life like that, then I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't handle that. You know what I'm saying? Situation. So if you can't handle that life, then don't get married. Don't have children. Don't bring kids in this world and making them suffer. You know what I'm saying? Do not do that. Okay? Do not bring children in this world if you cannot handle it. Okay? Because it's not right for the kids. Okay? Do not do that. Okay? You know, um, children don't ask to be brought in this world. If you're going to bring children in this world, make sure that they're taken care of, and make sure that you're taking care of your wife and a wife too at the same time, and help her with the chores around the house. Show your kids, okay? Show your kids that you're a better person than anybody, than the rest of them, okay? And once your kids know, okay, and see you helping, they're going to take that example and they're going to use it when they get up, when they get old and have kids and get married themselves. So they're going to take care of that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Show them that you can do it. Okay. Don't show them that, oh, I work and lounge around the house all day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because they're watching you. They're like, okay, is this about marriage? I just work and lounge around the house all day, and I don't have to help my wife. Are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, you're showing your kids bad example. Show your kids good example. Okay, show them what you can do. Okay, and and how to be good to their wives, and and their kids and their family. You know what I'm saying, when they get older, and they're gonna come to you, they're gonna say, "Hey, wow, gee, you know what? This is not bad at all. I get to love my wife. I get to hug her every single day. I get to kiss her when I go to work. I get to hug her when I get home. You know what I'm saying? And I get to help her with the dishes and vacuum the rug and stuff. Hey, honey, you're tired. Sit down. Let me do some of this work in this house. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. You know what I'm saying? And then look, hey, your marriage will last a very long time. Okay, it would. Okay, it would last a very long time. And it would. If you want your marriage to last, then you do that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want your marriage to last, then keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna find out that your spouse is gonna walk out of the house on you. You know what I'm saying? And say goodbye and look for somebody else, and and say, hey, you know what? I have a guy now that helps me clean and cook and everything else and stuff. And you know something? And you're gonna lose out. And that's how that's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So take my advice, man. You know what I'm saying? Either take my advice or don't take my advice. And all this stuff has been going on for years. Okay, a very long time. People, guys are doing this, and guys are like, oh, you know what? Hey, I got away with it for years. You know what I'm saying? I let my wife clean the house and wash the dishes while I work. I get home from work, I can lounge on the couch and not do anything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So don't let that fool you. Don't. Because if you do, she's going to walk out. See you later. What? She's going to take the kids and say bye. You know what I'm saying? And then she's going to look for somebody else that's going to, help her do this and do that. And there's always other guys out there, looking for a good girl that would help her do the dishes and do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm only telling you. I mean, it's not like when you're a kid. You know what I'm saying? Have a whole bunch of freedom. Okay, you have all this freedom, getting gifts, getting money off your grandparents, money off this and money off of that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that no more, man. It's not like that. Okay, you're an adult. You got kids. You got a wife. Hey, you can't spend the money like you spend when you were a kid. You gotta now when you get married, her money is your money. That money is not yours anymore. Now you have to answer to her. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it works that way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's life. That is life, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to share your money and your life with her, don't get married. Okay? If you don't want, if you don't, if you don't want to do that, then don't get married. Don't bring kids in this world and expect to, okay, well, she's got my kids, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what, I can go out and I can do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? It don't work that way. It don't work that way. Or you tell her, say, hey, look, I'm going out for a little while, I'll come back. You know what I'm saying? You know something? If she wants to go out for a little while, you have to trust her too. You know what I'm saying? So it works, it's a two-way street. It goes this way and this way. You know what I'm saying? It's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you what life is about, man, because some of you adults don't know what it is to be married, don't know what it is to have children. Okay? Kids are expensive. Kids want sneakers every year. Kids want new clothes every year. They grow. Of course they grow. You know what I'm saying? They want brand new clothes. They want clothes for school. You gotta, some kids, choosy of what they want. Oh, hey, Dad, I need those Nike sneakers over there. Could you buy those for me? You know what I'm saying? Wow, how much they cost? Well, $35. Well, they last a long time, and well, then some fathers are soft and some fathers are not. You know what I'm saying? Some fathers will say, let me go ask your mother. You know what I'm saying? So you would have to ask the wife first before you go and buy that $35 pair of sneakers. Okay? That's what you got to do. You got to make sure the money is there in the budget before you do anything. You know what I'm saying? If you got a good job, I mean, making 6 figures, 8 figures, that shouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? But still, I mean, if you're paying $900, $800 a month for rent, that's a different ball game. You know what I'm saying? You have to, okay, well, I saw them sneakers over there for $20, $10 less than those Nike sneakers over there. So I saw Jordan sneakers for $20 less. So do you want the Jordans for $20 or you want the ones for $35? Okay, well, you know what? I'll get the ones for $20. Okay. So that's how you negotiate. You know what I'm saying? So if you see something's less than if you see something more or if you see something less, you go for the less. Okay. Say, hey, son, look, I found those. Those are $20 right there. Those are Jordans. Those are a lot better than the Nike sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So you encourage him. Okay. You encourage him or her, show them what is the difference in price in sneakers, shoes, clothes, and stuff like that. Because the girls, they want expensive stuff. You know what I'm saying? If they can't get it off the mother, they go to the father. Hey, Dad, can I use your credit card? Can I please use your credit card? I saw a nice, I saw some nice clothes over there. Can I use this? I can go, and buy like $300 worth of clothes and stuff like that. Oh no, man, you got to ask your mother first. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some kids will try to, trick you, you know what I'm saying, into, getting money off you. Because once the mother says no, right off the bat, boom, they go right to the father. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Dad, look, wow, I need to borrow your credit card. No. Hey, one thing that you learn in life, you go and talk to the wife first. You know what I'm saying? Hey, honey, she just came to me and, and asked me for my credit card that she wanted to spend $300, with the clothes and stuff. Did you tell her it was okay? You know what I'm saying? And if the wife will tell you yes or no, you know what I'm saying? So, and then you go to the daughter and say, hey, you know what? You just lied to me. You know what I'm saying? You just lied to me. You told me that your mother said yes. Okay. So that's how you catch them. You know what I'm saying? Because the kids can pull fast ones on the parents. Okay. They can. And I know that for experience myself. I mean, because I used to do it. You know what I'm saying? I used to try to pull fast ones, but my fast ones never worked. You know what I'm saying? I was never good at it, so those sort of things. But but I'll tell you though, I mean, life when I was a kid, Didn't have to pay no bills, didn't have to pay nothing. Just lay back on the couch, go out, find a job, go to work, go to school. You know what I'm saying? Do my homework when I get home. Go hang out with my friends. Go dance and go to Car Palace and everything. And things like that. All that freedom I have went right out the window. Okay, so I have no more freedom anymore. Okay, I have a wife and kids. Okay, and let me tell you something. I love my wife more than anything in the world, man. I'm telling you. I have it great right where I am now. You know what I'm saying? So more than anything in the world. Okay. You know, and I'm gonna tell you, you guys have to, you younger guys, okay, you know, uh, listen to the video, take my advice if you want. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know, and but sometimes you'll learn. You know what I'm saying? You'll learn from other people for what other people are saying to you. You know what I'm saying? You would learn. You know what I'm saying? And learning from other people, learning from other adults is the best thing in the world to do. Okay. You know, and this is my experience. Okay. This is my experience that I'm sharing. Okay. Live on Facebook, on podcasts. Okay. Like I said, this is a talk show. Everybody talks about everything. So this is my experience. Okay. That I'm sharing. Okay. But you know something though? Life ain't what it was before. And I'm talking about all the men out there, every single one. Not only the young adults, because I know that the young adults are listening, and I know that they're gonna soak this all in, and they're gonna take my advice. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. It's hard. But once you're married, your money's not your money no more. Your money's your wife's money now. Okay, because you're married, so you share with her. Okay, so and it's not like when you were a kid. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's hard. I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? You know, especially when you have kids living at home with your parents. They still have to answer to the mother. I don't care if you're an older adult, you still have to answer. You live under our roof, you still have to answer. Okay? You still have to obey the rules and answer to it. You know what I'm saying? If the money's not there, the money's not there. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it went. That's how it went when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't care how many times that I had to go to my mother and say, "Hey, mom, look, hey, you got $20? No, I ain't got money. Go out there and earn it." A lot of times I had to go out there and earn $20, 30, 40, 50, $60. A lot of times in the snowstorms, I had to go out there and shovel snow because it's not because she didn't have it. It's because we were poor. You know what I'm saying? So, we were poor back then. You know what I'm saying? So I basically, as a young adult, okay, I had to go out there and make some money. You know what I'm saying? And put the extra money in the house, and you know what I'm saying, until all the extra money kick in. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, things like that. So I mean, we had a pretty good Christmas. When I was a kid, we had a pretty good Christmas. Our Christmas was awesome. You know what I'm saying? You know, um, and we had an old fashioned washing machine with the rollers. I don't know if anybody remembers that. You know what I'm saying? So we used to have that. But I mean, now that we're adults, I mean, now we have to share responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? The work is not done. And a lot of guys think that, oh, I'm married, I can go out and do what I want. Oh, no, you can go out and do what you want. Wow. When you come home, you ain't going to have a wife. Let me tell you something right now. You won't have a wife. Okay? She'd be moving out of the house and saying, "See you later, goodbye." You know what I'm saying? Have a nice day. You know what I'm saying? Those sort of things. Okay? So, for all you men out there, don't treat your women like slaves because they're not. Okay? Don't do it. Okay? Because they're not slaves. They don't, um, you know, um, they're not earning a paycheck from you. Okay? It's your wife. You're supposed to love her, supposed to help her, you're supposed to hug her, supposed to give her kisses and hugs every single day. You know what I'm saying? I don't care before you get up, after you get up, before you go to work, those things. You know what I'm saying? You know, okay, here, honey. I gotta go. See you later. Love you. Bye. You know what I'm saying? I'll see her after work. You know what I'm saying? And you call her up during your lunch. Hey, honey, do you want to go out for a coffee? Sure, I'll go out for a coffee. Then later on, you guys go out for a coffee, you chat and stuff. Hey, honey, well, my paycheck is this. You know what I'm saying? Do we have enough money to get this and stuff? And she says, no, it's no. You know what I'm saying? And that's the end of that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, people think being married is the easiest thing in the world. Ha, ha, ha. I'm laughing because you want to know why? Because it's not. Okay? It's not. Okay? A marriage is not easy. Okay? It's not. And I talk about this a lot. A lot of times I do talk about it, but when I'm feeling up to it, you know what I'm saying? So, but just remember, help your wife, take care of her. You know what I'm saying? Take care of her. You know what I'm saying? Help her out, do dishes, clean the house. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you have to wipe down the walls. I don't care if you have to clean the toilet. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Help her out. That's the best thing you can do for her, because if you don't, and eventually it's going to be bye-bye. You know what I'm saying? She'll walk right out of the house. She'll go and she'll find somebody else that will help her and that will invest in her and the kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's life. That is life. And if you think you want to take life for granted like that, go for it, man, because I'm going to tell you something. And just let me know how it works when you're sitting home and just lounging on the couch after you're done taking a shower, getting on your phone and going like this and calling up your father-in-law and say, hey, mom, how you doing? And then your wife is sweating in the kitchen and cooking and everything else and stuff, and and trying to watch the kids too at the same time while you're pulling that crap. You know what I'm saying? So let's see how long your marriage lasts at that point. But anyways, it's 7:20. Let's see. I know it's not 7:22. Let me put on my reading glasses. Maybe I can see better. Laugh my ass off. It's 7:01. So it's 7:01. I'm gonna end this live stream. But first, before I do end it, I want to talk about other things. But just remember, when you're a kid, it was different. Get gifts, get presents, get this and get that. You know what I'm saying? But now things change. Okay? Things aren't like it used to be. So just remember. But I'm going to talk about something else too, but not, I ain't going to be talking about politics because this show is not about politics right now. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Oh. Multiple people transported to the hospital after knife and broken during the stabbing in Fall River home. Wow. This was just a few minutes ago. Oh boy. So wife sacked by her own husband after she is caught him having an affair with a chef at their pub, wins $1,000 payout. Oh, what a mess that is, huh? Massachusetts Governor Healy classified state assistant stains on immigrants. Yeah. This one here keeps talking about immigrants all the time, more Healy. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't really care about, our people. But I'm going to pass that up. Which restaurant is opening on Christmas Day? And details and indeed Applebee's probably was. Irish sending surprise of $1,400 checks. Are you getting one? Ooh. Massa Retail's closing another Massachusetts store in a week. Well, mom led to call with the 400, then gets shocked when it's deadlines. She had only 23 cents left, and they couldn't buy anything. Uh, hey, and also I want to tell you guys about the the night owl over here in the Flint area. Oh, the night owl in the Flint. Guess what's happening with that? You know what I'm saying? That's going to be restored back again. Okay, so we're gonna the night owl. The night owl in Fall River is going in front of the Community Preservation Committee and concerning perspective. So that night owl is going to be, be restored again, and I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? It's they're going to update the bathroom and everything. And I've been talking about this for a very long time. This night owl. You know what I'm saying? So Fall River Media, not Fall River Media, but Fall River Reporter was actually talking about it. But so for reporter was actually talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So because I've been mentioning this a lot lately. I've been mentioning this a lot lately. You know what I'm saying? So for several years I have mentioned, well, why ain't this set up like this? How come they don't fix it up? But now they are. So it was the night owl up on Eastern Avenue. So that's gonna be fixed. So that's going in front of the preservation committee. So and if they got money for it, that thing is good. That thing is gonna look nice. They want to renovate it inside. They want to put a handicap bathroom and everything too. So that's gonna be good. So matter of fact, I'm gonna make another video of that too. So because I should be taking credit for that. You know what I'm saying? So that's that sort of thing too as well. So I should be taking credit for that. You know what I'm saying? But what I want to say is that the reason why for me for this other video is because now the preparation committee is going to they're going to that's going to go to their committee, and they want to open up the night owl up in up at President Avenue. So not President Avenue, Eastern Avenue. Okay, well, I mean, President Avenue runs down to Eastern Avenue. So, but that's what they want to do. So, they want to open that up, and the night owl and the one that used to be the hot dog stand. But I always talked about that a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it seems to be that now they're going to do it now. So I just wanted to actually let people know about that. You know what I'm saying? And because that's a good corner. You know what I'm saying? The night owl. I'm telling you. I mean, the night owl. For a reporter, it's on for a reporter. You know what I'm saying? But I talked about that many times about that night owl. And I think people, you guys know about this. I talked about that a lot. You know what I'm saying? The night owl. So they basically want to open it up. That's going in front of the preparation committee, and soon. And they want to renovate it. They want to put a handicap bathroom in there. They want to open it up as a restaurant. I don't know, what kind of restaurant, but they actually want to. They actually want to open it up. So as that. So I mean, I'm glad though. Somebody took a handle of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that somebody took a handle of that. You know what I'm saying? And want to open it up. You know what I'm saying? So open something like that because there is traffic over there. Just because there's no park, but there is traffic over there. You know what I'm saying. I mean, they can stop and boom, buy a coffee or a hot dog or something and be on their way. If they want to sit down for 5 minutes, they can park their car and sit for a couple of minutes before they go to work. I mean, they could open up at 6 o'clock in the morning and and have parking reserved for the people. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but that is a good that is a good hot dog stand. The Night Owl. You know what I'm saying? That is pretty good. So the preparation committee is going to it's going to for the committee and what's happening and hopefully if they got the money that they can open it up and people can go buy hamburgers, hot dogs, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that thing will bring a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I talked about this a lot. You know what I'm saying? I have, and you can ask Ronnie Cabral. Ronnie Cabral will even tell you that. I talked about this a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I've been up at Eastern Avenue. I remember when I did a talk show up there. I was talking about the statues and stuff like that, reading the names on the statues for the what do you call it? Uh, the people and stuff. And it's and and then I said, look it. I mean, look at that thing has been there for a long time. You know what I'm saying, and finally, someone's going to do something about that. You know what I'm saying, and I'm glad that they're going to do something about it because it's hard. You know what I'm saying, but they're going to do something about it, and I'm glad. So everybody, we can all have hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff like that. You know, when we're up that way, hey, stop in, boom, grab a hot dog and a coffee or whatever, or a breakfast burrito or something, and that's it. That's pretty good though. I love it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that my message got out. I'm glad that my message got out there. You know what I'm saying with that. I'm glad. The preservation committee is getting a hold of that, and they're gonna buy it, and they're gonna open it up, renovate it, and make a handicap parking or any handicap stall for the bathrooms for the handicapped people. So I'm so excited, you know what I'm saying, of it. You know what I'm saying? And the mayor did not have nothing to do with this. The city councils didn't have nothing to do with this. So none of them had anything to do with this. It was the preparation committee is doing it. You know what I'm saying? So and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because the city council don't have a brain to to think about something like that. So even the mayor's office, they don't have a brain either. He doesn't have a brain either to think of something like that. So, but it's happening. It's good. So and I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad, my message got out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm also glad Forward Reporter put it up there and mentioned it too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad for that too. You know what I'm saying? Because, we've been actually waiting a long time for this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we've been waiting a long time for all this stuff go on and all. So but anyways, I just want to ask, how's your guys' Christmas and everything? You know what I'm saying? Did anybody opened up any presents? Did you guys get any marijuana cookies or something? I mean, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people get a lot of things for Christmas these days, even drones and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Perhaps, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, but I just wanted to come on and actually tell you guys about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm so excited. I'm saying that that thing's gonna be opening soon. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna talk about it, and I hope they open it soon. You know what I'm saying? It's awesome. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's cool. But so that's it's awesome. Um and so it is. And hopefully by next year, hopefully hopefully by next year, things will change. You know what I'm saying? So and I have faith in that. That things are going to change very soon. So, but with that night owl though, it's awesome. It's awesome. It is. It's awesome. And I'm on YouTube too. If you like to, if you know, so I have a YouTube channel too. So, and that's why I'm doing both right now, and it's awesome. So, but anyways, but I appreciate you guys coming on and let me see what you guys got there going there. Let me see that. Let me see here. Let me see what you guys got going there. I wait. Let me put on my glasses. I got to put on my reading glasses. I got to put on my reading glasses. I have to, man. It's kind of scary here, man. I got to put on my reading glasses so I can see here. Celio Sharp says, Scott Allen Donnelly, did you hear the preparation committee is going to open up the night owl? Yeah, I saw it, man. It was on Facebook, man. Follow report, but I did talk about that too. So I'm glad that they're opening it. So I am. I'm glad. I'm glad that they're opening it because let me tell you something. Okay, that is the best thing in the world. Okay, for them to do is open something like that. You know what I'm saying? So hey, anybody want to have hamburgers and hot dogs? Hey man, stop in the night owl, man, because they are gonna open that baby. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm getting in there, and I know I'm gonna have some hot dogs and hamburgers too myself. So and so I know I'm getting in. I'm going to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's awesome, man. I'm telling you, it's awesome. You know what I'm saying? It is, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? Going in there, having some hot dogs and hamburgers and French fries and all this other stuff, and yep, I'm going to do it. Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm on Facebook and I'm on my private Facebook. I'm on YouTube and everything, man. It's awesome. It's awesome. It is. It's awesome. And I share these things, you know what I'm saying, because I love it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I share these things. And I do it all the time, you know what I'm saying? So let's see. Well, yes. Well, Celio Shops, Scotland Donnelly, Celio, tell Scotland Donnelly, yeah. I mean, uh, yeah, I did hear about it, and Florida reporter, mentioned Florida reporter had mentioned it, so it's all good. So it is, and it's all good. Night owl, man. I can't believe, that they had they took my message and they put it there. You know what I'm saying? I can't. But something though, I want to thank Florida Reporter for actually doing that. You know what I'm saying? Taking the message out there and putting that message even further because it's awesome. You know what I'm saying? It is, and I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? So we want to and that's been talked about for how many years? You know what I'm saying? Uh, I mean, that's been talked about a lot. I talked about that a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that my message is out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad. And I'm glad somebody's going to do something about it. But I wish I had the money to do something about it, but I don't have that kind of money to do something about it. So I'm glad that they the committee is going to do the night owl. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to open it up. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's awesome. You know what I'm saying? And um, but anyways, I just wanted to come on and and say these things and say this because I'm excited. Okay, I'm excited, and I love being excited for these things. So, by the way, but this excitement show has ended at 7:18. But I want to tell everyone, thank you for watching. Okay, thank you. Merry Christmas, followed by Happy New Year. And I want to let everybody know Jared Carson, and Celio Shabs, Donnelly. Thanks, guys. For watching, and also I want to thank my daughter too for watching too. So and thank you for watching. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And um, And and I want to tell everybody, have a great night. Okay. And again, and also I want to say one more thing. Do not drink and drive or text and drive at the same time because it's against the law. Do not do it because we're going to have checkpoints all over the place because they've been saying that checkpoints are going to be everywhere. So do not drink and drive. Do not. Okay. Because you there's cameras all over the place on the streets and everything else. Half of every street corner you see when you come out of that bar. If you're gonna drink, if you're gonna drive, leave your keys at home. Don't, okay? Because you just don't want to kill some innocent person on the street that has children in the car. You know what I'm saying? Please don't. Okay. All right. And take that as a serious thing. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been having a lot of that for the past couple of years here, last couple of years. You know what I'm saying? People drinking and driving, getting away with things and stuff, and not caring about other people on the road and stuff. So January 20th is coming up. Trump's going to be inaugurated and everything else and stuff. So we're going to have a better life then too. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. And Amanda, thank you for watching. Jared Carson, Celio Shabs, preparation committee and is going to they're going to take over that, and they're bringing it to their committee. So Night Owl is going to be open and everything. So hey, we're going to have something here, though. Okay, take care, everybody. Have a great night. I love all you guys, man. You guys are all awesome Facebook friends and so family and everything. And you guys are awesome. You know what I'm saying? So take care. Have a great night. Love yous all. Bye now. Well, so take care, everybody. I have to go now. I love you guys. Take care and have a great one. Bye now. This is Dave Mead, Father Media News. I will see you next year, Wednesday at 6 o'clock.